The man was trapped in the car by a tree branch. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't break free. The driver got out of the car and vomited on the ground. He walked up to the sheriff and said there had been an accident up ahead. The sheriff rushed to the scene. Only 2 hours remained before nightfall. When the sheriff arrived, he found another man in the crashed car. The man seemed dazed and told the sheriff he looked handsome. The sheriff leaned him against the car and told him to wait for help. Then he went to check on the RV to see how the man's family was doing. The man was stuck. The woman was unconscious. The daughter was fine, but the son was badly injured. A rescue team soon arrived. They freed the man and his family. Luckily, all three were alive. The female doctor said it would take about an hour to stabilize the boy, but there were only 40 minutes left before dark. The sheriff had no choice. He made a bold decision. They would stay the night in the RV because he had brought a special stone. As night fell, the deputy drove some of the group back to town, but ran over a nail he had planted himself. The tire blew out. He told the woman and her daughter to get out and run to town. Back at the RV, the sheriff hung the stone by the window. The man still had no idea what it was for. The sheriff said it was to protect the RV. Then he heard something outside. He looked out the window and said, "They're here." They started to approach the RV slowly. Then came a knock on the door. The man thought it was rescuers. The sheriff said it wasn't. The man said maybe they should let them in. The sheriff panicked. "No, you can't. They're not human," he said. The man asked, "Then what are they?" The sheriff replied, "I don't know." Strange noises filled the air. The female doctor began to lose control. The sheriff calmly told her, "They're making noise to break your mind. Forget what's outside. Focus on saving the boy." She calmed down. Meanwhile, the woman and daughter were still running outside. People in the safe house spotted them and raised the alarm. A bald man grabbed his rifle and stood at the door. The girl ran up and shouted, "It's us." But the bald man was convinced they weren't human. No matter how hard they knocked, he refused to open the door. They slowly walked down the hallway. A teenage boy waved at the daughter. She stared blankly, hypnotized. The deputy blocked her path and fired at the boy, but the boy was completely unharmed.